Hey y'all, mic check 1 2 1 2. Welcome back, or welcome. My name is Kira LaShawn, if you will. I came on here today because I just realized I just finished the first quarter of 30. I can't believe I'm saying this. 30 was one hell of an expectation. Before 30, honestly, let's even start with 25. 25, I expected to be married, kids, big ass house, all that, right? I'm still renting. I'm still single. I don't have kids. I do have a dog though. Um, so whatever. I expected to be a millionaire by now. I expected to have all these real estate properties. Honestly, I moved to Texas because I thought it was just going to happen overnight. I'm not going to lie. Like, I came down here thinking, you know what? I'm going to get like 5 rental properties and work for myself, and that's going to be the income. I moved here at 25. Did it happen? Not quite, but I'm still proud of myself. Um, Nevertheless, I did think I was going to be full on entrepreneur now. I'm still trying to figure out how to rework my swimwear brand into my life again without going broke again. And pay my bills. But as much as I want to, I just haven't figured out how to incorporate it again. But that's the goal. But other than that, everything's still successful. Um, I thought that, yeah, I really thought that I would have had my husband and kids a night. Like, I'm traveling the world, I'm rich as hell, mentally, physically, emotionally rich, right? And I had thought I would have my farm too with my horses. But it's okay. That might be 40 and we'll see. But nonetheless, it's God's time, not on my time. Yeah, so I'm being patient with myself, and I feel like that is honestly where the growth came in. Like, I rush everything. Well, not anymore. I work at a slow, steady pace, and said forget rushing. I don't rush nowhere. I don't even rush to work. I know that pays my bills, but I don't even rush to work. So with that being said, God's time, I'm gonna get there in one piece, not in several pieces. Um, but honestly, that's one of my biggest personal growth is getting closer to God and allowing Him to guide me. Secondly, I don't take things as personal when it doesn't work out. Like, for example, relationships, friendships. I just had a relationship, thought it maybe would work itself out with time. Yeah, no. Just because I'm 30 didn't mean I didn't have to force it to work out. And that's okay. I cried about it. I only give myself 2 days to cry about anything, maybe 1.5 days, and that's all I got. Um, yeah, just really that's it. As far as my career path, yeah, I'm just going to work, honestly. I don't hate my job. I like what I do for a living. But again, like I said, I really thought that by now I would have rental properties. I am working on that. But that's a money thing. So, yeah, the one thing I'm working on now and learning financially is investing. And my dad is really good at taking control over that. So I'm actually excited to see how that financial growth works out for me, and how much of a role it plays for me kind of just working my job. If I have a job, I'm doing it to have something to do because honestly, I probably do need to sit and work because I know I'm gonna go and dilly dally every day of the week. I get bored. I have to do something, so I need to be making an extra income. But ultimately, financially, my goal is to have at least 2 properties by 32. I'm gonna have one by 31. I'll be going 31 to 32, and I'll have that first one. Then the second one going from 32 to 33. that's what I'm naming that and claiming that now because I'm not doing this renting and doing all that and working. And honestly, another thing that I'm starting to not want to do anymore is climb the corporate ladder. Like, I want to get paid more to do less. And so maybe I'll just stay where I'm at as far as position wise and just let the annual increase keep increasing and just be very knowledgeable where I am, honestly, because the more I think about it, the more stressed I'm going to be. I got to be on call. I got to rely on everybody else. If something goes wrong, it's coming on me. Honestly, I don't want that responsibility. That's too grown for me. But yeah, so 30 is it's exciting though. Like at first I was like, oh my gosh, like nothing that I thought was going to happen has happened. But when you reconsider the fact that because it hasn't came yet, when it does come, it's gonna be the best thing ever because God got you. You know what I'm saying? God got you. But one of the biggest things I want to focus on in the next few quarters of being 30 on my journey to 31, I want to travel more, whether it's by myself or with people. I'm trying to get the courage to go out of the country by myself. So I am starting with a Dallas trip, just a road trip. I might start off with road trips to do with that first and then branch out into doing solo trips overseas and doing that until I get my partner and tell my friends get where they need to go. If we can all get on one accord in adult life, it is really hard to all get on one accord. People got kids, jobs don't let them off. Their particular job gonna have them certain different places. We all in different areas anyways. We don't all live in the same state or city, or we live far away. Like it just be too much. So whenever we do get that done, fine. But until then, my goal is to travel more, even if it's something small, like I said, like Dallas, that's like 3, 4 hours away. And then I really want to, again, get better at understanding stock market investing for longevity. And then I really want to work on building my credit back up. That's another thing. That's another thing. They tanked my credit score because of my student loans. And that's literally the only thing I really have. And financially, that's the biggest like debt I have is my student loans. And now because my student loans hit, I'm really hyper focusing on paying that down. And if I get more lump sum of money, I'm putting half of that lump sum or all of that lump sum to pay that down because I really don't want to have a bunch of credit cards. If I get one, it's going to be that one. And hopefully they only approve me for $300. And I'm getting groceries and gas, boo, groceries and gas. Like that's that's the things I want to focus on. And then I'm in my lease right now for another year. And then during that year, I want to focus on building my credit, savings, getting my stocks, vehicles rolling. I got my 401k. Like, that's how serious 30 is. Like, you start that like mid 20s, that's when you start kind of looking into it. But like, when you start to get older, and my dad was like, you should have been, I was like, I don't know nothing about that. That's not what they teach at school. I went to school for fashion, I went to school for fabrics and colors, sir. And y'all sat there and let me do that. Y'all should have fought more for. Y'all should have fought more for me to do something. You know what? God's purpose. I did it for a reason. I do love fashion. A lot of my channel, my social media is based on fashion. So that's one thing I do keep in my life, even though I'm not designing clothes regularly. Um, but yeah, so that's my scoop. That's the first quarter. I just kind of got to the realization like, oh, this is serious. So I'm gonna do a little series over like where it goes after this. Like again, this next year is just tunnel vision on building credit, financial stability, learning about stocks. And if a man comes around, so be it. We can do that shit together. But other than that, that's really it. Like, I really just, I want to really do what I came here to do. Not saying that I didn't. Honestly, and another thing, when I came down here, I was 25. I didn't have a job coming down here. I had my car, my sewing machine, and my clothes. And I got a job immediately, but I wasn't in the mental headspace to continue working in the industry I was in. So I just quit the job. I was doing delivery services, I was doing all of that, trying to make something shake. And then I had a job. They were paying me, embarrassing. They were paying me $7.25 an hour plus commission. But who pays that little in this day and age, in any day and age? I don't care when it was. As long as I've been working, I should have never made anything less than $15 an hour, if we're being frank. But anyway, I had such a hard time. Then I got into property management. Again, like I said, I kind of am okay with being just an assistant manager and having the knowledge of a property manager for when I, you know, get those properties for myself. Because honestly, I'll probably continue to have my job, but I might even bump down to leasing, get a bunch of commission, or just stay where I am and just continue to get an annual increase because I'm only going up from here. You know what I'm saying? But 30, 30 was scary to come up on. But then when I got in it, first quarter in, I was like, okay, let me just soak it all in and appreciate that I made it this far and that I've overcome what I've overcome in my 20s. Because 20s was a battle. If you think you don't have it figured out at 30, if you can get through them 20s, you got only good coming for you. Because 20s was like constant. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how I'm gonna figure this out. And then I up and move away from my family, and I couldn't pay my stuff. I couldn't pay my stuff. I was scared. Like, but I've grown. Like, and that's the biggest thing. So when you think about it, don't think like, oh, I'm not where I want to be. You're not where you want to be because God has something in store for you that you're not ready for it yet. You think you are. Just like God is not going to make you a millionaire because you don't know how to budget your money. He's not going to give you something you can't deal with. Like, you can't handle, you can't manage it. So a bunch of stuff that you expect might not be for you at that time. And that was probably one of my biggest lessons. So to anybody getting in their 30s, headed to their 30s, just know if you ain't got what you want by now, what you expected by now, it's because you might not be able to manage it yet. And that's how I looked at it. And that's just the moral of my story. Everything I thought I was going to have, God said, not yet. I got something better for you. So always keep that in mind. And that's really all for my TED Talk. I will take y'all on my journey when my second quarter is fully over. I'm kind of in the second quarter of my 30s, and we'll see how I feel. My mindset is like, nothing can stop me. Literally, nothing can stop me. I went through, I guess, a breakup, and I was like, okay. Years ago, I would have been sitting here depressed, not being able to eat. Like, maybe for half of a day, I can eat, but Big Mama's hungry. I don't care nothing about no boys. Either you coming in this life and you staying, or you're going to act a fool and go. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let that, for my women, your husband hasn't presented himself, good. Work on you, work on this, work on that pay. And that way they can't ever question what you bring to the table. I am the table. I am the table. My head is right. My goals is right. I'm doing what I need to get. What I need to get there. So don't worry about my table. Just make sure you got something coming too, because if not, it ain't gonna work. Like I said, never rush God. It's all God's timing. And in the 5 years that I've been down here in Houston, that's what I had to learn the most. It's not my time. It's God's time. But honestly, that's really all I have to say. Again, I'm gonna take y'all on my 30s journey, my first year in my 30s journey, and we'll see where we go. We'll see where we are in a year from now. I'm manifesting my first rental property, my stocks skyrocketing, having assets, assets. I got a lot of clothes. I don't need nothing else, and I got a sewing machine to make more. And I need to stop buying clothes. That's another thing I'm gonna work on. I'm gonna wrap up my yap session, and y'all remember, don't be scared of 30 because you're gonna feel amazing. I feel sexy, unstoppable. I'm not falling for any man saying nothing to me just because they sound good. Like, girl, bye. I really don't care. Truly, good night for the rest of our lives. Good night. I don't have nothing good to say. Like, if you don't come with something, I have nothing for you. Not monetary, because I got my own. If you want to, you can, but it's not mandatory. But again, that's my TED Talk for today. Y'all be cool like how y'all be cool. Make sure you subscribe, comment, and like this post. I'll see y'all next time.